Hey guys, it's Erika. We are going to be checking out Elast U. This is the first subunit for Elast. You don't really see a lot of subunits nowadays, kind of, and stuff. I'm reacting to WJSN the Black today, but in terms of subunits, it's kind of not a very common thing, like 2 reactions to subunits in one day. I'm reacting to their dance practice for Easy, by the way, WJSN. It's kind of very rare nowadays, but I'm excited to be seeing this, what they're gonna do. Elast has a very specific sort of sound, so we'll see what the subunit is going to do. I'm feeling maybe ballady sort of vibes. But yes, for the subunit we have Choi-in, I think that's how you say it. Sungyup, Roman, and Wonjun. I hope I said all the names. I'm reading English names, so yes, and I'm not as familiar with them. I'm a fan of theirs, but more of a casual sort of fan. And the name of like the single, like the album sort of name is called Remember, but this song is called The Beginning of Spring, and that's what the Korean title directly translates to. Bomi Shijak and stuff. So I'm excited for this. I don't know what to expect, but again, giving me sort of ballady sort of vibes, but I'm overall just excited to be checking this out. You know what it like go. Beautiful shots of nature. Oh, camera, hello. I like that shot. The locations is gorgeous. I'm feeling the song so far. There's some choreography. That was nice musicality with the choreography going like that and back. Yeah, the choreography is really working for this song. The sound sounds very Elast, if that makes sense. With a more poppy sort of vibe to it, if that makes sense. I just love that moment. Those drone shots are sick. Dancing on rocks like that? Ooh, girl. I can't even like imagine what that feels like because I've never danced on rocks like that. So props to them. Oh, he's running though. This is cool. That was cool too. Wherever they shot this is gorgeous. I want to go there. pocket watch. Oh yeah, he had it in the beginning. That last shot was very interesting because it doesn't look like they shot any nighttime stuff, but it made it look like daytime. So I think they shot day for night for that one, and then they just made the like because you're in like the like cave or whatever, and then when he was like whoever was standing right there in the beginning, it was just like daytime and stuff. But I think they just made that dark, and then that's why the light going in is like there, but it does look cool though, but very interesting. I really enjoyed this song. I think it's great. It has that sort of Elast sort of vibe of what they do with their sort of EDM beat drops in the chorus. I really enjoyed it. I think it was a fantastic song. Yeah, and it does have a bit more, I would call it more of like a poppier vibe than their normal stuff, or I guess their normal stuff that they release. So yeah, that's like the difference for it. It has a bit more of a pop vibe to it, because I wouldn't necessarily call their other stuff pop, even though it is like technically K-pop. I wouldn't say pop genre specifically. So that's really cool to hear. So definitely get that difference in the sound for this specific subunit. Choreography, amazing. We could talk about it all day. It's really strong. It really works for the song. Great musicality moments. They're very clean with the choreography, and I really enjoyed it. The camera work is really fun with the drone shots that they got, and the cameras flying around craziness. That was really dope. Locations were absolutely gorgeous for it, and you know what? You didn't need any lighting for it because you were outside and your sun is your best light. But yes, and I did enjoy that. What I didn't enjoy is, I've never enjoyed this, by the way, no matter who does it. It's either their like camera choice or it's settings that they do on the camera to make it have this sort of look. And the thing with this sort of look is that it's always associated with lower budget music videos, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I personally don't like that look, almost kind of K-drama-y. And I don't know if they just shoot at like a higher frame rate or they shoot it super extra smooth and stuff, but it looks less cinematic in a sort of sense, if that makes sense. It does look cinematic, don't get me wrong, but it definitely I've never really enjoyed this sort of camera choice in any sort of music video. So the overall look of everything that I have to see through the camera lens, because that's what it is, and I don't know if it's again camera lens choice or if they just need a lens filter on it or they need a different settings on the camera. I'm not exactly sure what it is that makes it look like this, but it's not something I typically enjoy and stuff. Personally, even though I love everything about the video except for that, I don't think that really takes away from it at all and stuff. It's sort of halfway through, I sort of stopped caring because I was so into the gorgeous locations and the choreography itself that the camera choice didn't really affect me. And again, it is associated with lower budget stuff, and this is a low budget video, but it's an extremely strong video. It just, again, it doesn't have that sort of cinematic look to it. And what looks cinematic is kind of like, people really say that, but it kind of is like BS because like you can have 20 different shots of 20 different lighting scenarios and 20 different lens choices, 20 different cameras, and they're all gonna have different looks, but they can all look cinematic. So it's not necessarily a one specific look, but it just looks, it's just like, it's just what it is and stuff. And maybe cinematic is going back to a more thing when like stuff was shot on film and how that looked versus digital cameras and stuff, and they're not shooting K-pop music videos on film, so that's not a factor here. But that is my only issue with the video and stuff. And again, it is associated with lower budget videos, but it doesn't mean, well, and this is lower budget, but it doesn't mean it's bad. I enjoyed it. I think it was fantastic. I loved the video itself, the song itself, and yes, that's what I have to say about that. Like, I was complimenting everything else except for camera choice. I was even complimenting camera movement and those really great wide shots that they did there. It's just, I don't know what they're shooting with that makes it look like that. Or they could be shooting with phones, but you can make phones look more cinematic and stuff. There's apps and stuff that exist that can help you with that. But yeah, but that's, again, that's a complaint I'm gonna have with any video that has this sort of similar look to it. So it's nothing on them specifically, but it's just a general feeling I have about that. But again, nothing wrong, doesn't take anything away from them. I still enjoyed it. And again, halfway I stopped carrying through the video. So yeah, go to put your thoughts and comments down below. What you thought about Elast U, the first subunit, the beginning of spring. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and want to see more of my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. If you want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. If you want to follow me social media, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, or in the description down below, or at the end screen, share this video with your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.